Okay, here we are. We're going to install a window today. And right now the guys are finishing up the Blueskin on this outside corner. Once they have the window flashed, you can come around here and see the sill flashing. This will be the next window to go in. We have the Fortiflash by Henry making up the window sill pan. Blueskin on the outside. And then once they have the window prepped, we'll put the caulking on the flanges and install the window. That'll be our next step. So here's our window unit that we're going to install. This is a Weathersheild View collection window. It's an all-metal window for a nice, modern, clean look inside this beautiful, modern home. For the install, the guys will be placing Henry's window caulking along the flanges, sides, top, and not the bottom. For this installation, we're using the Henry's on the frame so that the window flanges get adhered to the building. Sometimes when you're installing the window, the Henry's can get on the window itself, so we just add a little bit of blue tape here. So as the window's going in, if any of that gets on there, we can just pull the tape off and it doesn't get on the window. That stuff's pretty sticky. In this part of the video, we're going to use these high-strength suction cups to lift and manage these large, heavy windows to get us out on the scaffold and get the window into its opening where it will be installed. Kind of make sure you get the handle past the red line for a safe suction. And away we go. And they move the suction cups around to the outside and one on the inside. And we have a laser set up so we can get the sill level and the sides plumb. Use a laser for our alignment, also allows us to match adjacent sills or sills on the other side of the room. If you use a laser, it gives you a nice even line across the whole space. So now the guys are using shims and some pry bars to elevate the bottom of the window to get the correct sill alignment that we're looking for. Have some adjustability to get it level at the bottom, and then we can check it for square and make sure it's plumb along the sides, but more important is to be square and that the window has proper function. So if it's a functioning window and not a fixed panel, then we'll test it for operation in addition to checking level and plumb and square. So before we put any fasteners in the flange, really make sure everything's working well. Nice thing about having the suction cup on the inside is you can really pull the window in and make sure it doesn't go for a ride. Red laser line there for reference. Now they're squaring it up and getting it plumb. Looks like there's a red laser line on the wall as well. They like the fit. And now we're going to start running our screws in from the outside. We like to use screws. We use a 2-inch flathead screw there. Kind of has a washer on the end of the screw, and it really helps hold the flanges into place. And then we put our final layer of Henry's Fortiflash on the sides and the head. leaving it off the sill so that any water that might get in could weep out the bottom. To review, now that we have a window fully installed, we've gone through our pre-flashing steps. We caulked the flanges, we screwed the flanges off. After the window's been installed, we've counter-flashed. The legs go on first and the head goes on last. We always start from the bottom and work our way up when we're waterproofing. If you look here at the bottom flange, no secondary counter-flashing. Reason being, if any water does get into the system, gravity's going to work its way down. We want to provide a space and allowance for it to escape out the bottom, so it kind of acts as a weep screed, if you will. And that's what a finished window install looks like. Haven't had one leak yet.